How's it guys, Munash here, and today I have a bit of a confession to make. Today I did something that I never thought that I would do. And it's not easy to say this, but today I engaged in some activity that is commonly known as trolling. I don't know what came over me, but for some reason I just felt compelled to take part in some shenanigans. And this wasn't just a quick little troll. I went in guns blazing, dick swinging, like I went in pretty hard. So this all started when I received a very peculiar message from somebody I've never spoken to before, online. Not online, but online. So the message says, "Hello, I'm a merc. This is all 100% legit. I can complete Act 5, 5, 6 or 7 and 100% them. I can do Abyss and 100% it. I can do any variant and 100% them. I can do anything you want for a fair price. I can send you as much proof as you need. And I also own my own legit group with all people that have done deals with me before. Please let me know if you are interested. There is no rush and whatever you want doing, I can do straight away." Big smiling emoji face. My goodness, do you have any idea how difficult it was to actually read this without any punctuation? I mean, it's just one giant sentence. It should be at least like 8. But apparently this guy has never heard of a full stop, so we just get one mega sentence. And there's a lot to unpack in this sentence. But first of all, I just want to say, great name. I mean, it's straight to the point, doesn't waste your time. Like if he had a more generic name like Skull Crusher or Titty Boy 69 or John or something, then I would actually have to read the message first to gain some context. But just right there, Mcoc merc makes me know exactly what he wants before I even read the message. So yeah, well played there. Then I like how he says very early in the paragraph that this is all 100% legit, as if I'm already questioning the legitimacy of the service, or if merking itself is a legitimate practice in the community. Then he carries on saying what content he can complete, mentioning Act 5 twice. I assume that's just the typo, because I'm pretty sure there's only one Act 5 in the game right now. Then he mentions all the other content he can complete, Act 6, Act 7, Abyss, 100%, any variant. I mean, he can do anything, baby. Mcoc merc has got all your needs covered. Or at least I hoped so, because I had very specific needs for him. You see, I wanted somebody who could help me grind Arena, because you know how much I hate Arena. I expressed that in, the video before the previous video? The video that precedes the video that comes before. Now I'm not doing that again, but yeah, I mentioned that in the video about the tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic. So I just wanted somebody who can do the arena for me, because I do want the doubloons, but I don't want to actually work for them, since arena work for me is synonymous to painting a white wall white and then watching that paint dry, which is even more boring because it's just white on white. Maybe that's not the greatest analogy, but the point is I just really dislike arena with great intensity. So I was pretty excited when he said that he can do arena. Then I also mentioned uncollected event quest as well, because I figured if he can do arena, then maybe he can do this as well. So I might as well try my luck, maybe kill 2 birds with one stone. Because we all know I need all the help I can with all this challenging content, especially with my very limited roster. And those uncollected defenders, some of them have about 40,000 health. I mean, what is this? Abyss of health pools. Then he says, "Show me your account," which I assume is just to see what he has to work with, which I posted a bit later, but first I had to do some grocery shopping, so I went out for a bit and then I came back and posted it. But I didn't post my main account. I actually showed him my second account, which I haven't used in 2 years now. Basically, I started the channel and stopped using that account because, just no time for it. I mean, also I moved to DSVG at that time, so I was playing a little bit more on my main account as well. I also mentioned that I have a mate who wants to know the unit cost for an Abyss path, so how many units or how many revives it would cost to actually clear an Abyss path. Then he asked me what I want to know, because he was busy. I'm not sure why. Does his phone magically delete messages or something after he reads them? Or maybe he just didn't understand the question, so I decided to paraphrase it and make it specific to part 1. I also tell him the champs that he has available, the 5 horsemen basically, and he answered almost right away, and to my surprise, he says that he can do it for £100 with 600 units. That is nothing less than incredible. I mean, doing a full Abyss path with only 600 units is very impressive. That amount of units will allow you to buy just 15 single revives. I know many people have used that amount just on the collector, but apparently Mcoc merc can do the entire path with just 15 revives. So I think it's fair to say that this guy just has to be the greatest Mcoc player of all time. Doing an entire Abyss path with just 15 revives with a team of rank 5 5 stars? is extremely impressive, or I might even say a little bit too impressive. Cause if you look at Abyss Path 1, there's about 20 fights on it. So he's averaging less than 1 revive per fight, and that includes the collector as well. Using Aegon means you need ramp up, so you'll probably use a few revives against Thing. Joe Fixit is pretty stacked, so that'll take at very least 1 revive, even if you get really lucky with the regen with Human Torch. Mordo is very difficult to solo with Torch because of the Astral Evade, but let's just say he does it. Symbiote Supreme can solo Venom the Duck, but I didn't actually mention him, so he will be using Doom, which will take a few revives. Cyclops should at least take 1 revive because he's a pretty stacked mutant. Same with Quake and Loki. So right now we are at about 12 revives with the collector left. And that's assuming that he soloed Mephisto, Medusa, Captain Marvel, Ghost, Iron Man Infinity War, Mordo, Howard the Duck, Hyperion, the Champion. And I don't even think that Doom can solo all those cosmics except Captain Marvel, because I have tried with my rank 3 and didn't even get that close. But of course he is the GOAT of MCOC, so maybe he knows some super OP rotation for Doom that nobody else knows, like the how to do 1 million damage in 1 special 3 rotation. All you have to do is download this app, which allow you to access certain configurations in the game files. Then you can manipulate the numbers any way you want. And wait a minute, that sounds a lot like modding, doesn't it? Nah, that can't be it. I mean, this guy is the MCOC GOAT. I'm sure he has some crazy rotations that nobody has ever seen before, and he probably plays perfectly all the time. Never makes a mistake whatsoever. So back to the chat. I act surprised by what he's asking for and then mention that he knows another guy who can do it for less and with less units. So then he says tell him that he can go to him then, but also mentions that he's legit once again and that he can get it done. He seems very fond of the word legit since he constantly uses it, but I couldn't help but wonder, is he saying it a lot because he knows that legitimacy is an issue that he's had before? Like saying I'm legit a lot is something that somebody who isn't legit might say. And I don't even know what legit means anymore. I mean, in this context, is he saying the way he clears content is legit, like he doesn't use any mods or anything? Or is he just saying legit in general, like I'm being for real about this whole thing, or I'm the real deal, you know? So after he says that he can get it done, I say, can you get my uncollected done, you know, trying to get back to the point. Then he asks, how old are you? A question that took me by surprise. And this is probably the first thing I've said in this conversation that's actually true. So now all of you know exactly how old I am. Congratulations. So again he asks, what do you want me to do? So now I'm thinking, does this guy have amnesia? Because I'm pretty sure I've told him exactly what I want already. And it's not the first time I've had to repeat myself. Then he brings up Act 6 and I'm like, dude, seriously, like I told you exactly what I want, okay? I'm not interested in Act 6 right now, okay? I've got another guy for that, okay? It's a much better merc than you, just get this done for me. Then I ask him another requested question by the Great Emperor Penguin, where I say, and how much do you charge for throwing stones at hippies at a farmer's market? Asking for a friend. And he completely ignored this question, which of course disappointed me immeasurably because that's probably the most important question in this entire conversation. I really wanted to know how many hippies I could hit and literally get the most bang for my buck. But he just moved on as if I never even sent the message, and maybe that's what's been going on during this conversation. Maybe that's why he keeps on asking me to repeat myself. Then we discussed the pricing for the event quests before I end off by asking him about legend runs, which he doesn't currently do, surprise surprise, but he said he could in the future. Then here I actually give a bit more of an authentic response by talking about the legend run bans for Act 7. And that was the last message sent at the time I'm recording this. So I'm just gonna wait and see what he says about how we can make this super legit deal a reality. Okay, I feel like I need to say that I am joking about all this, cause some people might actually take me seriously, but no, I am not looking for merc services whatsoever. I just found the whole thing funny because this guy actually targeted me of all people. I mean, I might not be the best player in the world, but I think I'm pretty decent at the game. I thought at very least he might recognize me or figure out who he's speaking to and then stop. I mean, come on, I even have my YouTube channel link in my profile online, so he could have found out in literally 5 seconds. But nah, he just carried on with his business, and a part of me kind of respects the hustle, but at the same time I have no respect for these people whatsoever. so I didn't feel bad about wasting this guy's time. In fact, I was actually thinking about doing a whole sting operation or going undercover or something, like to catch a merc and basically be the Chris Hansen for the Mcoc mercs. But I think Ilac is more suitable for that. I don't really have the knack for it. But yeah, I just felt like sharing this because I found it pretty funny. Hopefully you guys did too. If you didn't, then this will probably be a one-time thing. I've never made a video like this anyway, but as always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.